Check, check, check. Yeah, we'll do that later. I'm not sure which headset's which, though. Are you in two? Thought two was me last time. I'm in one. Okay, that works. Like a motherfucker. Do you want me to read them off to you? Tab. Tab. No, 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 no. Not in home name. One M.
Regardless of the outcome of tonight's match between Camas Papermakers and Issaquah Eagles,
The home name is going to be Issaquah Eagles. Yes. Well, then put Camas is home. Then put Camas here and Issaquah there. Oh, really? Okay. Then that's Issaquah. No. Do you want to do rosters or not? Do you want to do lineups?
We haven't gotten them yet.
Nah, fuck it. We're going by the KISS rule. Keep it KISS rule. Keep it simple, Sally. I didn't want to be mean, so I went with Sally. Woohoo! Coached by Tom Bonnell. That's my buddy. That's what it's from, right?
I doubt they're going to do an anthem here. Did they do an anthem before every game?
yes, Tom, now,
Be grateful they don't do the Pledge of Allegiance. I've seen some high school games where they do.
Instead of, because they can't get anyone to sing it. Or they don't have a... I always like Rick'em, Rack'em, Ruck'em. Take the ball and really fight. Okay. Thank you. Do you want this?
Are you talking about the goalie?
Yeah.
She doesn't have a number.
She's number 99 in the box.
No, don't worry about it.
No, it's called, I've been there before. I want lower thirds, though, for each player built. fucking laptop god. Come on, man. I like to think that this is a webcast. We're potentially being viewed by billions of people today. Potentially. 80. 80. I figure one from each player and maybe a parent or two. Sure. Yeah, coaches will watch it because it's their game tapes too. And the coaches that know that I'm doing the color will watch it because they want to hear my insight.
Welcome to Sparks Stadium in Puyallup, Washington. The WIAA Network presents the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 4A Girls Soccer Championships. Tonight in the second semifinal, it's the Camas Papermakers against the Issaquah Eagles. Good evening once again. John Horton along with Bill Hansen, the soccer evangelist. And welcome to what has been a very long night of soccer if you haven't joined us yet. All the games kind of about 40, 45 minutes late, but we're finally to the second semifinal, Camas against Issaquah.
The second semifinal of 4A and fourth game in a row tonight. It's quite nippy down here, but you know, it's been exciting, so I haven't even really noticed it. We've seen a lot of great soccer so far. Every team here is just really deserved to be here, and they've played well, and some of the scorelines really haven't stated what really went on the pitch.
Camas comes into tonight's match 16-3-1. Their road to the semifinal, 1-0 against Moses Lake and 1-0 against Meade in what we understand was a very interesting type game.
Yes, yes it was from what I hear. Did they say they lost in the district finals?
Lost in the district
so they
to
didn't
Union.
have to, right, so they didn't have to play Skyline to get to this round. And they were saying, as we were talking to one of their fans in the elevator, that it was kind of a blessing in disguise.
And I believe the Meade win was in penalty kicks, as we call it, or shots from the spot.
Kicks from the spot is what they call it now, not to be confused by penalty kicks, which are during the play of the game.
Issaquah, 18-2-1, ranked fourth in the state and eighth in Region 6. They have been the 3A title winners in 04, 06, and 07, and the 4A runner-up in 2009. Camas's championship lineage, a 2005 state championship. Camas is in the red jerseys with the black shorts and black trim. Issaquah in all white with purple numbers. Camas going from left to right on your screen. With Camas, apparently it all happens starting from the defense, and if the offense happens to get into it, good on you.
Right. They're saying that their forwards and their strikers have all gotten injured throughout the season, so they're going to what I would do as a coach is look to hang back and pray for a counterattack, and hopefully you can get something over the top with a quick strike and poach one if you can. Issaquah coming into this game with a couple of injuries to their two overall best players. The two all-everything girls, from what I'm told by their coach, are out with injuries, and this is going to be interesting in how they can readjust with that to come up with what they hope will be a state title.
Rachel Wheeler, one of those two players, with 10 goals on the year, 32 points. Let's give you the starting lineups for Issaquah. Tala Fry will be in goal. The defenders Zoe Kompunski, Casey Kavarik, Sarah Leland, and Olivia Witherspoon. Along the midfield line, Morgan Zach, Audrey Thomas, and Annie Hoffman. For Camas in goal, Lauren Rude, a freshman, starting in goal. The defenders, Anissa De Vera, Rachel Gibson, Amanda Kern, Carly Marshall, Sarah Tennyson, and Haley Rose. Yes, I just named 6 defenders. Midfielders Emily Ponce, Jamie Carter, and Courtney Lowen. And the one player listed as a forward is Michaela Norish.
That's exactly what we were talking about at the beginning of this game. A 6-3-1. Rarely do you see that outside of European play when one team is coming from the lower ranks to play the big boys. It's a strategy that works, has worked in the past, and might work today.
As we get into the play-by-play action, for Issaquah, back on defense is Casey Kovarik, the main player to watch along the defensive line. Here along the line is Zoe Kapazinski.
Nice ball movement so far by Issaquah, really searching for their players and finding them well in space, moving to the open space well. Look at those little 1 and 2 touch give and goes, find themselves in front of the net with the ball, and still not done.
Lyric Fryer on the ball. Played back for Sarah Leland. Back along the back line.
Great touch.
Looking forward, Morgan Zach with a touch on it. Zach with a heavily wrapped quad. Stolen away by the Papermakers, Courtney Lowen, but taken right back, Issaquah. Nifty move there by
nice
Audrey
turn.
Thomas.
Creates some space for herself. Very nicely done.
And it
Out
goes
for a corner.
out off the foot of Rachel Gibson. So here's a great opportunity now for Issaquah. Their corner kick will be handled by Audrey Thomas. 16 goals on the year, 11 assists, 43 points. That's 16 of their 54 goals on the season. Off the corner on the cross, just a little bit too much, but played on the far side.
Nice.
And almost by Annie Hoffman. Hoffman, 9 goals on the year. Her real first name is Annie Lorelei. All one word, Annie Lorelei, but she just goes by Annie.
I can see how that would be much easier on the soccer field. You know, there's a 2-syllable thing that goes on with ball playing. And I know that it's much easier to shout a 2-syllable name when asking for the ball or asking for a run.
As opposed to a 1?
Yes.
Really?
It just rolls off the tongue easier. Well, we'll use my name, for instance.
Bill.
Bill doesn't come across as easily as Billy. Now, I hate the name Billy, but that's what I get on the pitch, and I'm willing to live with it as long as I can help create opportunities for my team to score goals.
Of course, if somebody yells John, I say first door on the right.
Yep, exactly. Another reason to call you Johnny on the pitch.
Thank you very much.
Also,
Meanwhile,
Johnny on
back
the spot. in the
game. No, I don't do that on the spot. Meanwhile, back in the game, here's Anissa De Vera with a throw-in.
Wow, it's a big head.
Big into the corner, indeed, but played right out by Issaquah. So inch by inch, the Papermakers able to make up some ground here down into the Issaquah third.
Attacking third. You know, I've always wondered why that is in soccer. You play the field with halves, but you play in thirds.
Back for the Papermakers, Carly Marshall, but misplays it, and here comes
Keep it coming.
Issaquah on the opportunity.
There you go.
Lyric Fryer.
Missed a golden. Oh, she's able to get around her and get down into the corner deep, swing the ball across.
The cross and a
Beautiful
player
play.
open for a shot, but unable to get the shot off is Zoe.
Beautiful little one-touch pass in there to free up the shot.
Zoe Kapazinski, who I'm just going to call Zoe tonight. Otherwise, it's too cold. The tongue gets tied very easily.
See, Zoe, 2 syllables. Nice searching cross. Unfortunately, nobody able to get in on the end of it.
Fryer into the hands of Lauren Rude, the freshman goalkeeper for the Papermakers. So cool she doesn't need a number. At least on the pitch today. Issaquah trying to move forward. Quick header by Sophia Kim. And the cross goes right into the side of the net, so it'll be a goal kick. Just underway here. We've played about 7 minutes and 10 seconds to be exact, with a 0-0-0-0 tie.
Can we get a name on the little boy behind the net sitting under the tent collecting balls?
Worley Nettleford,
He's cute.
perhaps. I'm not exactly sure.
Number 5. Number 5 alive.
We'll call him Cinco. Cinco.
He's going to go to school on Monday, and they're going to be calling him Cinco.
Anissa Devera with the throw in. And then she'll have another opportunity right in front of the Issaquah bench. And will the third time be the charm? The Issaquah fans seated just below us to our right. Camas with quite a few fans that made the trip, but not half as many as Issaquah, being the much closer school. And for the Papermakers, here is Emily Ponce. Ball cleared away, but then taken right back in. Ponce near it. But a nifty, nifty pass by Hoffman. Just doesn't quite get to the player she intended, and it goes into touch for a Camas throw-in. A swing by Morgan Zach. Couldn't get the ball where she wanted to, and finally does with the left foot.
Look for the overlap here.
Here's Fryer. Lyric Fryer coming down the left side. Gets by one defender, two defender. Will she get the cross? Yes, she does, but nobody home. Kicked into touch by 13, Carly Marshall. So
Lyric has some serious pace on the ball with that. And here's our number little 5, Cinco there, bouncing the ball behind the net. Oh, to be a child once again. Back to gameplay.
Nifty move there by Audrey Thomas for Issaquah. Into the corner, and
ball goes out
it goes
for a throw.
Throw in just at the corner flag. So having to go chase it literally down into the corner of the stadium is Fryer.
The only place you have a corner in a round stadium is where the 100-yard dash peters out or starts.
Fryer with a cross, stolen away, and here come the Papermakers. That's Gibson. Tried to play it forward off the back line. Collision and tough D by Michaela Norrish.
That's called shielding.
Fryer once again for Issaquah. Drops it back. And taking it away is Zoe.
Push it.
Going forward with it is Hoffman. Hoffman into the corner, looking for space, being marked very well by Rachel Gibson, who forces the ball to go into touch, and it's a Camas throw in once, and now let's make it twice again.
Yeah, that was great defense there. You stay with your man, keep a body on him a little bit. Don't dive at the ball, don't stab. Then, you can't make a mistake. You just delay them and hope they push the ball out of the bounds, or you get support. Delay, delay, delay. You'll hear a lot of coaches say that.
Back and forth. Camas looking for their first opportunity. Issaquah has had a couple. And the Eagles will have the throw in. Olivia Witherspoon to take it. And then our first substitution of the evening. Along the far touchline, knocked out off a Papermaker boot.
I believe that's Juliana DeCruz that came into the game for Zoe, right? With the long name.
4 goals on the year for DeCruz.
That's it.
Here's Hoffman. In the middle for Zach. Knocked way out, but back to get it is Kovarik. Kovarik with a touch. Over to Hoffman.
Inside.
Plays it long,
Oh.
and the goalie is out of the box, and it will just go
Offsides.
right in, but
Called offside.
offside is the call indeed by one of the linesmen, our official tonight, Scott Ray.
I don't
Topper
know.
Logan and Katie McFadden on the lines, and Ed Eldridge, the 4th official.
I don't know if they got that one right, but I don't see anybody complaining.
Gutsy play by Lauren Rude coming way out of the box. Almost cost the Papermakers. But the Papermakers with an opportunity here. Here's Norrish for Camas. Played off the ball by Olivia Witherspoon. But a throw-in upcoming for the Papermakers. Tracy Peng to take it. Ball cleared.
Keep it coming to the wing.
Hoffman
There you go.
to Fryer along the near side, but she can't get the foot on it. Throw in Camas.
Issaquah substitution a moment ago. Number 19, Morgan Hubbard.
It was Morgan Hubbard coming in instead of DeCruz. 17 and 19, your glasses need adjusting. Oh, you're not wearing glasses.
Maybe I should be. It's when they're close that I need glasses. Not that
Hoffman
old yet.
with a throw in. Lots of the girls wearing gloves tonight. Hoffman, quick flick, tried to get it over to Audrey Thomas. Instead, the ball will go over the end line, and the freshman Lauren Rude will take it for a goal kick.
In for Camas, number 21, Mason Minder.
Mason Minder coming in to the game. And the Camas fans say Minder, so that's what we'll go with. The head coach, Roland Minder.
Really? I wonder if there's any relationship there.
Camas advancing and controlling. Sarah Tennyson. Fryer clears.
Only out to the 45. And Issaquah turns around and comes right back.
Here's Annie
Keep it
Hoffman
going.
playing it forward, but nobody home. I think she was looking for Lyric Fryer, who makes a home in that side of the field. 24:45, the official clock kept on the scoreboard. 24, now 38 to go in the first half
And
with no score.
since you at home can't see the clock, you're just going to have to believe us.
Well, that's why we're letting them know. For Camas, a big boot by Tennyson. It'll give an opportunity as a long, long shot taken from the outside by 21, Mason Minder.
I've seen that happen before, taking a chance with the keeper off their line. Tuck one into that bar just over the outstretched fingers.
Tala Fry back in the nets for Issaquah. Ball played into touch by Jamie Carter, one of the top midfielders to look for the Papermakers. I think these are the smallest ball boys I've ever seen.
Yeah. I know this is going to sound bad, but that's so cute.
I think he's a little bit shorter, so he will be cuatro, while the other one is cinco.
I believe he is number 4.
There you go. Issaquah on the run. This is Annie Hoffman.
Great ball, great through run, and she's got support
Right
at
to the
spot.
middle, but beautifully cleared by Camas's Anissa De Vera, and still keeping the pressure on. Issaquah, I believe that was Fryer with a shot, and we'll have a corner kick for the Eagles.
That was absolutely beautiful play. That through run, that cutting run that she made had delivered that ball perfectly on spot, had someone coming right to the 12. I mean, you're just looking to lay that ball back at the penalty spot with someone coming off of it. I drool over balls like that.
In the corner, Rude trying to get a hold of the ball and was pretty much, I'm not going to say interfered with, but somebody was making her life miserable. I'm trying to get a number on it.
That's just going up in traffic and coming down with what you deserve.
Once again, that's a freshman back there in goal.
Being the ball is what she deserved because of the courage that she took to go in there with that.
Getting to be the ball, Danny Ord.
Yeah. Isn't that a baseball term thing?
No, it's a golf term.
Oh, that's even worse. For a soccer match. They don't.
For Issaquah, here's Juliana De Cruz.
At least they run 90 feet at a time in baseball.
Long ball. Emily Ponce for Camas. Ball high in the air, controlled by Morgan Zach. Far side is Morgan Hubbard. And substitution now for Camas. Out is 14, Sarah Tennyson. In is 22, Sarah Yang. Another freshman for the Papermakers. Issaquah with an opportunity here. De Cruz has 2 players she can go to. One touch looking for a trailer, but cleared out by Sarah Yang.
I'm telling you, Issaquah's playing a lot of good little 1-2 touch soccer up in the attacking third, showing a lot of composure and a lot of patience and a lot of selflessness.
Hoffman into the area, headed a couple of times, played back to the middle. Fryer gets the ball for Issaquah. Hoffman takes the shot right
beautiful.
into the arms of Lauren Rude. The clear right to the middle of the area, not what your coach wants you to do.
Sometimes, it's really hard. I was hearing earlier talking about when in doubt, kick it out. Coaches really don't like that. What we wanted is to kick up the field to one of our own players. Just put it out of bounds right here, and you just give them the ball right back and a chance to get numbers down here and set up.
Fryer with the throw in for Issaquah. To Audrey Thomas. Thomas in the corner, and it will go over for a corner kick. And Thomas will take it.
Nice
ball
delivery.
Into the middle, knocked out of the area by Carly Marshall. Pressure still on. Running in there, Fryer with a shot. Knocked to the side and tapped
Corner
out.
kick.
Rachel Gibson was the one who saved that ball from going in as Lauren Rude was on the dive.
And it was out of bounds before the keeper got to it. I saw the flag go up on the far side before it came back in. So we're looking at the 4th corner kick of this half, all for Issaquah. There hasn't been that many shots. I'm actually kind of surprised. I've only got one.
Hoffman with that shot right there. Rude, right place, right time.
This goes back to what I was saying earlier. Would you rather be good or lucky?
Rude with a fine punt past midfield. Camas looking to get an opportunity, but that's taken right away from them by Juliana de Cruz. Long ball. Met with a long ball right back.
See, that's just smart soccer. Play the way you're facing. She didn't try to turn that into the pressure. She didn't try to turn and look upfield. She played to the person that could see upfield.
Here's
the
Annie
overlap.
Here's Annie Hoffman. She'll take a shot from the outside, but didn't have much on it at all, and it'll be a goal kick for Camas. No score here. 17:37 to go in the first half. Our second semifinal of the night. The winner to play Skyline tomorrow afternoon.
Looking forward to that, John. That's I just can't get enough of this game. I'm sorry. They get me down here to watch 8 games on a Friday and a Saturday. I'm a happy guy.
In for Camas, number 11, Taylon Cheesley.
And hopefully in the fall or the summer, I'll be back here again.
Here comes Camas. Norrish centers.
Oh.
Cleared out, but Norrish still
effort.
going after it.
She closed her eyes
Drops
there.
it, and
Ball
ball
rolls for a
goes
goal kick.
out of bounds. Emily Ponce tried the shot.
Yeah, like I was saying, I'm hoping to be back here for 8 more, but on that side, underneath the benches.
Gotcha. It will be a corner kick for Camas. And on the corner, it'll be Jamie Carter, the senior. Carter, high ball right to the middle.
Oh,
and
it's a goal!
Scored by number 11, Taylon Sheasley. Beautiful pass right to Sheasley to the back of the net. And the Papermakers take the lead 1-0.
24 minutes in. That is textbook. That is what all coaches teach or should teach. Corner kicks, long ball driven to the back post, headed back across to the front post to be nicked in by somebody. We practice that all the time. You just don't get the chance to see it because when you're in the middle of the play, man, it's really hard to pull that off. But that was beautiful soccer right there. And it turned up with exactly what you're looking for, a goal. And Issaquah back on the attack. Sorry, I just get excited when I see such beautiful things like that.
Why, yes, you do.
Sorry, Tom.
Tom? Did he walk in?
No. He'll listen to it and he'll know.
Tom Smith will be here for the finals with the Soccer Evangelist.
Looking forward to that.
Both the 3A and 4A finals live right here on WIAAnetwork.com.
Don't forget we have the third place matches coming up before those in the morning.
Alex Webster and I will be calling the 3A game. He'll get to identify your players for you, and then I'll have the third place game in 4A.
With me.
With you?
Yes.
How did I get so lucky?
I think I'm the lucky one, John.
Issaquah looking for the equalizer.
Bounds.
And I thought Hoffman was going to get a chance there. 15 minutes to go in the first half of this semifinal match. The winner to take on Skyline, Camas, with a 1-0 lead. Sheasley with the goal for the Papermakers. A foul called. Free kick for Camas. Right at midfield.
Do we know who got the assist on that?
I have not heard an assist, but there definitely was one because it was a beautiful header.
Oh, the double header. The coach is going to go home, and he's just going to be so happy with that.
For Camas, Ponce looking for the long ball, hustling for it was Sarah Yang, but 2 Issaquah players back there, and they're playing it up the field, or attempting to, before it's knocked into touch by Emily Ponce. Fryer with the throw in. Back header by DeCruz. And Camas almost steals one away, and they do. Sarah Yang. They switch fields to the far side.
And that's going to go into touch.
Yeah, off the foot of Michaela Norrish, the junior forward.
Issaquah throw. This is an exciting game so far.
Battle for the ball, won momentarily by Camas, and it will go out of bounds off Olivia Witherspoon.
For another Camas throw.
Long throw.
Oh, wow.
And here is Mason Minder. Cleared out. Put right back in.
Just unable to settle the ball and get a good turn and look at the net.
Hoffman.
Come this way.
Counterattack opportunity here for the Eagles,
Oh.
but stuffed by Haley Rose.
Great defense. Hold your ground. Don't bite at the fakes and let her dribble right into you.
Long ball. First touch by Camas's 21, Mason Minder, but Issaquah with possession here. Papermakers defense takes it away, looks for a counterattack opportunity. That's how they get their scoring. At least since many of the forwards have gone down to injury.
And so far it's been effective today. That's been effective to get here for that matter. Another one of the beautiful things of soccer, there's so many different formations and so many different ways you can play the tactics with the team that you're given. The trick is just to figure out what's going to work for them and have them play their style.
Off the foot of Sarah Leland, Camas with the throw in, leading 1-0. Now 11:32 to go in the first half. Nice hustle and nice play by Camas, getting possession. Played off the foot. I thought Norrish had played it off Witherspoon's foot, but the throw-in will go to Issaquah. But now Camas, I believe, will have an opportunity as the ball goes into touch. A tie of the shoe. And we're back underway. Right down the line it goes. Here comes Minder. Minder being tough. Two defenders there. And Issaquah able to play it on the counterattack. Hanging tough for Camas is DeVera.
Right now it's a little bit of Camas momentum. They're able to, being up one, they're able to push a little more forward, and it looks like that's what they're doing. Issaquah's been struggling to get the ball out of their box. It's sort of been lingering around their area for a while.
Tala Fry with the punt. On the run, Norrish. Norrish gets to it. And off the foot of 10, Sarah Leland, it will be a corner kick for the Papermakers. Jamie Carter will take it. And Quattro retrieves the ball for her.
That is just darling. I remember coaching that age.
Right into the middle. Oh. And the header just a little bit too much by Haley Rose, the sophomore. And if it gives you any indication of how Camas has to play, Rose listed as a defender on the roster, getting the shot right in front.
Well, you know, in a corner kick, you push it you push defenders because they're usually your bigger, stronger players. And you want them to head strong in the back, so you push them forward for corner kicks.
Hoffman for Issaquah. Tap forward by Olivia Witherspoon. Back and forth.
I'm with those two corners and how they've been played for Camas. I'm anxious to see what they do with the set play.
We saw a few of them in the first match. Have yet to see a set piece close to the goal.
Right. Well, set pieces tend to be looked for to. You look towards delivery coming from midfielders into more defenders. So without a strike force, that's a really nice opportunity afforded to you. And I wonder if they've really just worked on that and taken that as part of their tactics that they have to deal with in adjusting for the lack of, or for the amount of injuries that they've suffered.
Camas with a steal on the counterattack. Mason Minder looked to go to the far side. Instead, it goes back and forth on a couple of kicks going along. And the Papermakers with control at midfield. But it goes into touch. And a throw in for Issaquah. 7:22 to go in the first half. Issaquah will get possession. And after spending a lot of time on this side of the field, the near side, Lyric Fryer now over on the right.
Switching it up, giving them a different look.
Another throw in for Issaquah.
I love to see those little kinds of tricks and changes made during the middle of a game. I mean, both of these coaches are well seasoned and have been here before.
Substitution coming on for Issaquah. Number 2, Zoe Kapasinski, who we just like to call Zoe because it's so much easier. Zoe could be her Brazilian name, Zoe.
Just
yeah, Zoe.
If she was, when she's good enough to only have one name.
It would be Zoe.
Right. Could be Kappa. Yeah, I'm just saying. You never know. It could be Frank.
I know of Fred. Meanwhile, back for Issaquah. DeCruz, not on frame, but Rude pulling it in anyway with 5:44 to go.
I think it would have been on frame had it not been tipped by a defender. I go by other names sometimes.
For the Eagles, here is Annie Hoffman. Hoffman plays it forward.
Great turn, great touch.
Shot taken, but cleared away. The shot by DeCruz.
Still working on it, and the ball goes for a corner.
How many corners is that now for
That's
Issaquah?
5 corners for Issaquah this half.
Off the corner, in front, Rude.
Right into the hands of the keeper.
Yeah, hand straight up. Rude, a tall freshman.
It's going to be interesting to watch her develop over the next 3 years. I mean, starting spot, state championships, playoffs, with on the varsity squad as a freshman. That's telling of what the next 3 years are to come for Camas, at least in the goalkeeping position. Oh, 1-2. Oh, couldn't quite get it back to her. That was looking good for a setup.
Meanwhile, still keeping it in play is Zoe. Knocked out, but Hoffman keeps it in for a moment.
Twice.
And from behind, nice kick by Leland. But suddenly the ricochet brings it to Camas, and it's Issaquah's number 5, Casey Kovarik, sending it into touch. 3:45 to go in the first half. 1-0 Camas on the goal by, trying to make sure I can read my own writing, Sheasley, Talon Sheasley. And Camas will have another opportunity a little bit deeper into the attacking third.
Trying to read your own writing, huh? I'm looking at your writing. Are you a doctor by day?
No, but I play one on TV. Isn't that the line?
That is the line.
I'm always the 5th doctor in 4 out of 5 doctors. Here's the throw-in now by Anissa De Vera.
Here's where I sound old. Wasn't that Parnell Jones? And didn't he also play Adam Cartwright?
In Purnell Roberts.
Parnell Roberts, right. Yeah, Parnelli Jones. He's a race car driver.
Fryer looking for the proper place to throw it in. It's backed up about 20 yards. Whatever you can do to advance it a little bit. This time a series of headers advances it for the Eagles. Here comes Audrey Thomas. Knocked away, and Camas takes it on the offense. It's Talon Sheasley.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
As you can tell from the very deep sounding voice, 2 minutes remaining. Long ball, but nobody home. So Talafry with the punt. Michaela Norrish. Camas looking for that one opportunity late in the half.
Oh.
On the near side, 22, Sarah Yang. But she can't hold on to it. Throw in with 1:10 to go for the Eagles in the first half. Quick header, but it's Hoffman for Issaquah. Plays it.
There you go.
Here's Fryer down the right sideline.
Oh, just a little too much on that first touch. But ball goes out for Issaquah throw. Push everybody upfield. This is like a set play this deep in the field.
Fryer with the
40
throw in.
30 seconds left on the clock.
Fryer will retrieve the ball once again. And this is where the time on the clock, it's not liquid. It's definitely solid there. And it's going to run out of time on the Eagles as the ball keeps on going back to the fence. 14 to go.
10, 9, 8, 7,
Fryer tries the throw in. One opportunity.
3,
And no go. That will do it for the first half of play. Camas with a 1-0 lead on the score by Talon Sheasley. We'll be back with the second half. This is the WIAA Network.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
The future of our state is very important to Washington dairy farmers.
And it starts with our youth.
The dairy farmers of Washington have been partnering with the WIAA for years. Sports are very important in building good work ethic.
They help students by teaching them discipline, teamwork, dedication, and preparing them for the challenges that they're going to have later in life.
The Dairy Farmers of Washington encourage you to support local youth by attending WIAA championship events.
The future of our state is very important to Washington dairy farmers.
And it starts with our youth. The dairy farmers of Washington have been partnering with the WIAA for years. Sports are very important in building good work ethic.
They help students by teaching them discipline, teamwork, dedication, and preparing them for the challenges that they're going to have later in life.
The dairy farmers of Washington encourage you to support local youth by attending WIAA Champion.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1952.
Welcome back to the second half of semifinal number 2 in the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Les Schwab Tires 4A Girls Soccer Championship. Camas leads after one half over Issaquah 1-0. Along with Team Weeming on the production, it's John Horton along with Bill Hansen. Team Weeming being Brett Webb and Dave Leeming.
Oh,
But it's more fun to say Team Weeming.
it certainly is. Weeming, weeming, weeming.
So after the first half, Issaquah definitely having to play comeback. Issaquah with 4 shots in the first half, 3 for Camas, corner kicks. Issaquah with 5, Camas with 2. No fouls called, according to the stats.
Yeah. No fouls that half at all. It was a very cleanly played soccer game. Of course, that also is an attribute of a lot of passing. 1 and 2 touch ball. It's hard to get fouled when you're not holding onto the ball.
Issaquah is dressed in,
White.
thank you, dressed in white. Camas dressed in red with black shorts.
Yes.
And a goal kick upcoming for the freshman, Lauren Rude.
Sorry about that, John. There was just a little bit of a pause there. I thought you maybe had something in your throat.
I am the William Shatner of play-by-play.
Okay.
Every now and then there will be a pause.
Wait for it. Wait for it.
What does Issaquah have to do differently in the second half?
You know, there's not a whole lot that I would do differently. If I was talking to this team, I would talk to them about moving a little bit more for each other, trying to link up a few more shorter passes, and taking some chances to take some shots from distance. Test this keeper out. She's a freshman. Give her some hard shots from a little distance instead of trying to play so many, trying to get in deep. They've had some great opportunities when they've had them, but their last passes just don't seem to happen. And I think that, you know, just take a few, put a few on net, test her out, crash the net, see if she drops anything. That's what I would do. If I was Camas, I don't think I'd change a thing. I'm playing good soccer right now. We've got a couple opportunities off counters. We stuck one in the net. I say we sit back and do exactly what we've done the first half, play really hard, play right in their shorts. Don't let them get a chance, and don't let them turn around when playing, you know, as Camas. That's what you got to do when you're sitting back without your strike force.
You know Coach Tom Bunnell pretty well.
Yeah.
Is he one of those people that will encourage loudly, or is he just take care of business?
Tom is a very mild-mannered, soft-spoken, take-care-of-business competitor. I've played with Tom off and on for a long time and have known him for quite a few years. He's a very genuinely nice person, but a very strong competitor.
And if you took a look at the high school sports blog, the full 80, interesting story about some of the things he's going through, and our best, well, I'm not going to go into it on the broadcast, but best wishes to him as Issaquah trying to make him a little bit happier. That's Annie Hoffman with a shot, saved by Lauren Rude.
Yes, absolutely. Best wishes to both him and his wife. I don't know if I can use her name on the air. But she knows who I'm talking about.
Attacking through is Mason Minder, but the throw-in will go to Issaquah. And apparently Rude does have a number. It just wasn't listed in any program. It starts with a 2. I'll try to get the other number, but it's only on the back of the jersey. And you don't see the back of the jersey of a goalkeeper that much.
No.
Unless you're sitting in the end zone. Then you do. That from the Ron Fairley School of Broadcasting?
Right.
That's fairly obvious. At midfield, trying to move forward is Camas, but Issaquah just playing the bouncing ball, looking for an equalizer. Haley Rose with a nice kick forward, and running after it is Norrish. Norrish inside, one touch. And in 10, scooting around but unable to get the shot off is Emily Ponce. Reeled in by Tala Fry. And she'll have the punt. For Issaquah, it's Aubrey Thomas. Tried to play it forward, but instead Camas will have the throw in.
2 young goalkeepers in this game, I just realized. Tala Fry's a sophomore. And I know that Coach Bennell over there is an excellent goalkeeper coach. So big things for her in her future, I'm sure, too.
Here come the Papermakers, but unable to catch up to the ball. And interestingly played out by Sarah Leland. It didn't almost look like she didn't need to, but maybe there was no personnel upfield for her.
This is something that we were talking about earlier about when in doubt, kick it out. And I talk about playing it up the field. At least kick it out up around the 50, somewhere up around midfield. I mean, right here, you get someone with a good strong arm, one quick touch. This is a set play. This is boom, and then a turn and you're on the net. It's just dangerous.
Throw in for the Papermakers over there, number 5, Rachel Gibson. The header by the toppling Sheasley. And ball goes into the corner, and it'll be a throw-in for Camas in the danger zone, the attacking third.
Go get him, Kenny.
Once again, Rachel Gibson with... Oh, it's a free kick coming up. I did not see the foul called.
I didn't
so
either.
Here is definitely a set piece. And I believe that's Jamie Carter to take it.
18, 20 yards out. People crashing the back post. 3-man wall. 4-man wall.
Carter right
on
towards
frame.
the frame. And Tala Fry reeling it in for a save. 2 opportunities for Camas this half.
The Issaquah needs to settle down a little bit right now. It looks like they're playing a little frenetic, little shaky. Like they're not shaky, but what's the word I'm looking for, John? Frenetic was good. A little disconnected. They're trying really hard, but it's like not together. Where's my thesaurus at now?
My app was turned off.
Oh, I hate it when that happens.
24, Lauren Rude. You said she was too cool to have a number. Apparently she had one all along. We just didn't see it. Camas on the attack. Ball goes through and cleared out, but Camas will have a throw in at midfield. My thesaurus has a curfew of 9 p.m. Oh. In the corner, battling for it. And playing it. No, I thought she might have played it off the foot of an Issaquah player. That was Mason Minder. So a goal kick for Issaquah. Just about 9 minutes into the second half. If it does end in a tie, we will see 2 5-minute sudden victory or golden goals, golden goal periods, followed by kicks from the spot. And here comes Issaquah trying to get that tying goal, but just a little bit too short on the run is Juliana de Cruz. Eagles getting closer. And off the goal kick is Rude. Camas playing it forward. That's Sheasley into the corner and taken down.
Foul.
Taken down is 22 Sarah Ming. But Ming is called with a foul. Ball into the center. And Fryer back to pick it up.
Well, Camas putting a lot of pressure on Issaquah this half.
You know how we put Webb and Leeming and created Weeming? I accidentally put Minder and Yang together and had Ming.
Nice.
So it's not just those two. It's
could have been Yander. It's not just those two. It's everybody.
Well, if there was a player named Ming, you could call her the Emperor. That's a very dated reference before most parents were born here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Flash.
The booth figured it out because we're a bunch of
Old men. At least we're not grumpy.
Not yet.
Oh.
Issaquah looking for the equalizer and...
Life's too short to be grumpy.
This is Zach. And having to run back for the ball is 14 Olivia Witherspoon. Is once again Camas trying to take advantage of a counterattack, which is basically their only attack.
I think Issaquah needs to pick up the pace a little bit here. Very nice ball.
Fryer. Hoffman lets it go through. Ball played forward, looking for Fryer was Thomas. Here's Kim. Slide into the box, turning, looking for a shot. Nobody there, but a shot taken off ahead, and that was Juliana de Cruz. Quite dangerous for the Eagles, and the Papermakers escape with one there. Camas, potential run, and played back nicely as Fry received some help from one of her defenders, that being Kovarik, to pull the ball in. taken down from behind is 22. That's Sarah Yang. And the free kick will take place just about 9 yards into the Issaquah half. Long ball to the top of the arc. Camas with an opportunity, but cleared out there by 3, Tracy Pang. But Camas putting on the pressure, leading by 1. Trying to give themselves a little insurance here. Spinning is 21, Mason Minder, but Tala Fry there for Issaquah. 25:30 to go in the second half of the second game, the second semifinal of the 4A State Championships presented by the Dairy Farmers of Washington and Les Schwab Tires.
Great ball. Oh, excellent cross. Just couldn't quite get anyone on the end of that.
And a huge collision there.
Straight up, she undercut her. That's okay. Little discussion. Settle down, honey.
That was Talon Sheasley who had the goal earlier for Camas. And now off the set piece, Lyric Fryer will take it.
Look at that.
Fryer setting up the offense. Approaches it, ball goes low and
drives it into the wall. Sends it outside. Oh, that's it. Nice ball across. No one quite able to get on the end of it. Setter.
That's Hoffman. Fryer once again with a shot, but that one wide. Rude will have the goal kick. Camas, state champions back in 2005, lost 5 starters over the course of the season, most of those on the front line. So Roland Minder has had to depend on his back line for any kind of scoring.
Isn't there an old adage about that? The best offense is a good defense. Oh, great
Issaquah
ball.
counterattack.
She's in.
Some fancy moves and a left-footed shot and a score! Morgan Hubbard to the back of the net, and we are tied at 1. – 23 minutes and 26 seconds to go, and Issaquah has tied it. And that was Audrey Thomas, not Hubbard, with the goal. Thomas, number 9, as opposed to 19. My apologies to Audrey.
In the 57th minute of the match. That was, you heard me say it.
Yes, I did. Would you like to expound on it?
I could just see it coming. There was something in her eyes and the set of her hips. When she turned, she was going to take everybody on. And the field was open. It was beat one person and hopefully get it by the keeper. Aim at the net, not away from the keeper, of course. Boom, tuck it in, short post on the low side.
And you had to know it should have been Thomas, considering she leads the Eagles in goals with 16 on the season. Make it 17.
I did not know that.
So 22 minutes and change for a regulation time winner, or we will get to see what the golden goal is all about for 10 minutes. but there will be a winner. And that winner will face Skyline tomorrow in the finals.
Both of these teams, I tell you, are hoping to finish this in regulation time. Neither one of them wants to put that extra energy and expend it tonight to get into a final tomorrow when they're going to need it for tomorrow. It's very hard to play 2 games like that back to back, though. At this age, they've been doing it for a long time. And you go to tournaments with a premier team, and you're playing guaranteed 3 games in a weekend, and that's tough. 2 a day sometimes.
Foul called on, that was Tracy Pang. So it will be a free kick from midfield. And here come the Papermakers. Centering pass, chasing after it. Goalie out of position off the line, but it will roll through harmlessly despite the efforts of Emily Ponce.
Here goes Cinco again.
Cinco to the pelota. But the backup ball now in play. Just on the line, Fryer keeps it in.
Great look. Finding the man in open space, woman in open space as the case may be.
Witherspoon.
Beautiful ball. Just not quite enough on it.
Looking for Sophia Kim on the far side. So Issaquah into the attacking third with Olivia Witherspoon to handle the throw-in. Cleared out easily by the Papermakers and a possible counterattack. But a nice touch. Fryer back heel. Well done. Hoffman cleared out. But Issaquah maintaining possession.
Big one. Big drop. There you go.
Fry to midfield. Ball is yet to settle, and finally does. Eagles to work. And Camas now with an opportunity, but it goes away just that quickly. But then right back in, taking a shot from the outside is Jamie Carter.
I don't know if I'd call it a shot.
It was towards frame. 19 minutes to go. For the Papermakers, that is Ponce, but a nice save by Fry. The long ball to midfield. We're moving it forward is DeCruz. Goes out of bounds and a throw in for Camas. Zach drops it. Moving forward are the Eagles until it's cleared into touch by Jamie Carter. And the ball goes into the concession stand where they're selling the shirts. The ball will probably get a name put on the back and one of those fancy patches, and we return to play.
Been there, done that, bought the shirt, right?
That is the saying. But those shirts are something that each of these players will wear in the hallways of their schools and show it with pride.
They're going to save them and wrap their infants in them to sleep.
So Issaquah getting A good chance here with a throw-in. Many of the Camas fans thought that it might have been a Camas throw-in. Inside the box, crossing, but not quite enough, was Sophia Kim.
I only say that because I wrapped my child in my jerseys, hoping it would rub off on him.
Issaquah trying to play the through ball, and nicely played by Lauren Rude, sliding out there, arms outstretched.
Leg up to protect herself. Good form. I always flash the striker coming in at you the bottom of your cleat when you're coming out like that, just to make them think about it.
Issaquah, and that's Hoffman. Zach moving up the field, but Camas playing the long ball and into the corner. Nope, it's going to go out of play.
Photos from today's state tournament are available at the Northwest Works photography table.
Chilly 45 degrees out there on the field.
High school programs. You can also order team and active
That's your Bill Hansen First Alert weather.
That's right. I'm glad the rain held off.
You are the resident meteorologist of this tandem.
Oh, only because I used to hang out with one. Of course, he was a retired meteorologist at the time, and now he's doing marketing for Paws. He seems to like that a lot more.
This is Thomas.
Oh, give her the
first
ball.
Goal scorer. Thomas getting through.
Corner kick.
And it will be a corner kick indeed. Thomas will go grab the backup ball and take the corner kick herself. Thomas, who scored the game-tying goal. And she will handle the corner kick. To the far side. Shot taken but deflected out. The shot taken by Tracy Pang. So now the corner will be from the other side.
Are those really the first two corner kicks of this half, or did I just forget to write some down?
I don't think you forgot anything.
It just seems odd.
Thomas again with the corner. Into the middle, header, and Rude
Great
just
job.
Goes into the crowd and takes that ball right away. The Papermakers now, having taken the lead in the first half, trying to take the lead again, but Issaquah has another idea. This is Lyric Fryer. Fryer, left-footed shot right into the breadbasket of one of the Camas players. Issaquah still on the attack. Hoffman drops back for Pang. Ball chased into the corner, and goal kick.
That was a great run by Fryer up the pitch. I mean, she came through that first tackle with the ball and picked her head up, and there was so much space to take. And she took like 30 yards, beat one person because she's at a full gallop. And just, wow, that was beautiful.
Ball played out as Carly Marshall for the Papermakers. Looks like she might have been on the receiving end of a head from the other player. And that's always scary when that happens.
The bonking of the noggin. Oh, they're stopping the clock. Don't sit down. Go get some water. That's what I want my players to do. I think we've talked about that before, though.
Well, the difficult situation, especially when it comes to girls soccer, is the amount of concussions that happen in the women's game. It's just it's somewhat of a mystery, but the girls' game, it happens more frequently than a lot of people would expect.
I more so than men's. I wonder why that is. I mean, I know why they had more hip and knee problems younger than men for a long time, but we've made some adjustments in how the scheduling goes to make that happen. But that's strange about the head injuries. I didn't know that.
One of the things that the WIAA always makes sure of is the safety of the players, and concussion's a big emphasis.
Oh, yeah.
So Lyric Fryer will have the throw in. Issaquah looking for the go-ahead goal. Hoffman spins around but has her pocket picked by Emily Ponce. And back they'll go for another throw in. 12:23 to go. Issaquah fans cheering their team on. They'd love to see the go-ahead goal sooner rather than later. Helps the stress levels, I believe. Nice
Great
drop
ball.
back and through the middle. Nice save by Rude on the charge by 14, Olivia Witherspoon. And Rude a little bit slow to get up, but she is up and jogging away. And she'll have the punt.
That was a great, great series of passes. That last one deep into the box, the turn that she had.
Hoffman plays it forward.
Is that Audrey Thomas with that turn I'm talking about? That was a thing of beauty. Great save.
Nothing seems to phase either one of these goalkeepers.
No.
Very confident.
Well, you know, being a goalkeeper takes a lot of bravery and a certain type of crazy. And I mean that in the best way.
Now, my son's a goalkeeper. I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
We used to call him Crash Test Dummy. He goes out there, they crash into him, he gets back up again.
Dummy. No, it's
Beautiful play. Hoffman with the left foot, and Rude handles it. Issaquah has won the possession war in the second half, but Camas gets a few breaks, and they're trying to look for one here.
Well, the momentum has definitely shifted after Issaquah scored that goal. I mean, right now it seems to have been all Issaquah since that moment. Camas has had a couple tries since then, but they're not playing with confidence right now. They need to settle down and hunker down and do what they came to do and play like they were in the first half. Whereas Issaquah is finally feeling the confidence, is starting to play a little stronger. They're working for each other. They're creating opportunities off the ball much better, and they're seeing them and using them.
Camas possession now, played forward by Rachel Gibson, but out of play. And Issaquah will get the ball and try to get the go-ahead goal here. Issaquah on the season, 54 goals. Most of Camas's goals on the season came out of two games, a 10-0 and a 9-1 victory, I believe it was. 10-0 over Heritage. They had an 11-0 win over Eisenhower.
An 11-0 win
11-0 win.
in soccer.
You are correct.
Man, I wouldn't want to be on either side of that score. I won't let my kids win by more than 5.
Dropping back for Issaquah is Sarah Leland.
I figure high school sucks enough as it is. You don't want to have to live with that one too.
I'm not sure league to league what goal differential means.
It means nothing. The only thing it means is that banner that the school might hang up in the gym, and a coach's ego. For, you know, that's just how I feel about it. And I'm going to throw that opinion out there. You know, they're in high school. They're students.
Camas will have the throw in, looking for an important goal to have that 1 goal differential.
Right.
Which is all they need to get a ticket to the finals.
Yep. 1 is all it's going to take.
7:44 to go.
And I predict we will get that 1 goal sometime tonight before this game ends.
That makes sense.
Call me crazy.
Crazy.
Thank you.
Talafry hoping that this punt starts the momentum towards the go-ahead goal for Issaquah. Camas hanging tough. Misplayed ball could be an opportunity.
There we go. They need to settle the ball down, not let it bounce around so much. Oh, good work, good effort, great run. You know that turf hurts when it's 45 degrees out.
Yeah. Ricocheting off the shin of Michaela Norish, giving Cinco a little work back there. Oh, almost a big break for Camas, but instead here come the Eagles. Audrey Thomas
has the numbers.
And on the far side, that is Kim. Kim looking for a center. Knocked out, and it's going to stay in play. Played up the line. Issaquah
maintaining possession.
Right in front of the box. This is Zach with the cross.
Cross or shot? What do you think?
Well, she did have a player going far post. And that was number 7. Actually, Juliana De Cruz.
What? Did he try to pronounce her name?
He tried to pronounce Zoe
Kapusinski,
and it came out Kapumpumsinski. That's why we call her Zoe. Camas, opportunity inside the box, but nobody home to play it. To midfield, Lyric Fryer. Ball played forward by Sophia Kim. Fryer gets to it first.
4.5
Zach
minutes to go.
Hoffman. Here goes Annie Hoffman. Hoffman, left-footed shot, blocked by one of the defenders out there. I believe that was Carly Marshall. Battle for the ball. Zach gets to it. Sends it to the middle, and a long shot by Sophia Kim, reeled in by Lauren Rude. 4 minutes, 11 seconds to go. If we do not have a winner in regulation, we go to 2 5-minute golden goal or sudden victory periods. Trying to keep it in was Olivia Witherspoon. Didn't quite get it. 3:43, clock winding down. And whistle goes. I'm not sure if it was offside the call or a free kick. It's neither. It's a throw-in on the far side.
Tracy Pang in for Issaquah.
Now with 3:05 to go, it's crunch time for both these teams. Fryer clears.
Good turn with the hip there.
Ball played forward to 17, DeCruz. DeCruz
Get up.
taken down.
Oh, she's holding her knee.
Ball continues to be played on, and a shot taken high by
All
Lyric
right.
Fryer,
Now
but there will be
come take a look
a
at your player
timeout
now.
on the timeout on the pitch with 2:31 to go.
Yeah, they already stopped the clock, sir.
The player that is down, I don't have a number on. But she is rolling up, and that is 17, Juliana DeCruz. And she's able to get up.
That was a hard challenge.
The trainer from Apple Physical Therapy taking a good look. And she's walking off under her own power. That's a very good sign.
Coach is a little heated, though. I believe he had a word or two with the referee.
Arguments going on from the peanut gallery next door to us that there is no timeout in soccer, but apparently with the clock stopping, we can call it
it's not a timeout.
It
in
is
high school, they have to stop the clock
hesitation.
because they cannot add injury time after the play.
Well, wouldn't that be timeout as opposed to game on or game off? Or
no, it's stoppage of the clock.
Stoppage of
Come
the
on.
clock. Okay.
Now he's telling them to roll the clock. And there it goes. Looked like a football game there for a second, or throw ball.
Here,
soccer players like to call it.
Here come the Eagles, looking for that last moment, and the ball goes into touch.
Yep, just approaching 2 minutes now left to play in this half.
Annie Hoffman.
Oh,
down
great
the
dance
side.
down the line.
Hoffman
Well
centers.
delivered.
Ball still in the area. Headed straight towards, and Rude picks it up. Two heads. The last one by, I believe
Thompson
that was
again.
Thomas.
Audrey. That's 8 shots this half for Issaquah. They have really, really turned up the pressure.
Camas maintaining possession with 1:28 to go. Trying to look for their one opportunity. Nice pass.
And this might be
Up
it.
the
They've
far
got some
side,
numbers
here
downfield.
comes Tennyson.
Not as many as they need, but they have some numbers upfield.
At midfield, Camas controls, but unfortunately, Rachel Gibson not able to keep it in. Final minute of regulation. Down the line.
Oh, great turn.
It's Thomas.
He's going.
Thomas
Oh.
has it knocked away. Haley Rose, the woman on the spot. 41 seconds to go. Hoffman, ball knocked out once again. 30. No foul called. Play on, says the official.
She tried to make a little bit of a meal of that one, I think.
Camas knocking the ball down the line. And 13 seconds to go. Fryer, as the clock runs down, And that will do it for regulation. We go to sudden victory, golden goal. 2 5-minute periods. And this is where nerves get absolutely frayed.
This is where conditioning comes in for everything. How hard have you been training all season? How deep have you been training into the nights? How much training have you done on your own off the pitch? This is where this comes to the rubber meets the road, so to speak. Nerves. That's when you step to the spot. The butterflies get there, and it's yeah, that's where it really comes down to.
We will have the 2 golden goal periods, or will it just be 1? We'll find out. It's 1-1, tied after regulation on the WIAA network.
At Les Schwab, along with great prices, our tires come with the kind of protection most other places just don't give you, which includes free flat repairs, equal value replacements, pre-trip safety checks, and more for the entire life of the tire. With the other guys, well, you just never know. So why is free protection on your tires good to have?
Lifetime protection. That's our best tire value promise. Les Schwab, doing the right thing since 1950.
The future of our state is very important to Washington dairy farmers.
And it starts with our youth. The dairy farmers of Washington have been partnering with the WIAA for years. Sports are very important in building good work ethic.
They help students by teaching them discipline, teamwork, dedication, and preparing them for the challenges that they're going to have later in life.
The dairy farmers of Washington encourage you to support local youth by attending WIAA championship events.
Into the extra periods, 2 5-minute golden goal periods to determine who's going to make it to the final to take on Skyline tomorrow afternoon here at Sparks Stadium, along with Bill Hansen, John Horton. Bill,
Yeah,
you've
John.
been in the coaching circle over there. If you're the coach, what are you telling your players here?
This is where you're tossing up between the talk of don't give anything up. Take the opportunities you get, but this is the moment you cannot afford to make any single mistake. It might get taken advantage of, it might not, depending on the situation. But the reality of this is, you get through 10 minutes of this, it's anybody's game and nothing in it. It's all out the window. It's all down to a crapshoot. It's all down to luck, more or less, and nerves. You want to be able to get one in this. You need to push forward. You need to maintain possession. So don't give up the ball.
And
Play keep away for 5 minutes and pass that last pass into the net.
And if we do end up going to kicks from the spot, one of the things that got Camas to Sparks Stadium was the ability of Lauren Rude to save the ball.
3 saves.
And that's rare. That is big time rare.
That's big time. And she's a freshman, right? I mean, that's ice in your veins for a goalkeeper to do that and come up with that in a state playoff, your first time in. Ice.
5 minutes on the clock. The Eagles making their way back onto the pitch. Camas already on the pitch, waiting for them.
Something I also like to do is make them wait for me. Sometimes I'll stand there in the huddle and I'll be done talking and go, let's go, coach. I'm like, no. We're going to let them go first. You guys just hold on a minute.
Camas is in the red, going from left to right in this golden goal period. Issaquah in the white with the purple numbers.
Let's point out that there will be no break between these two 5-minute periods. When this first 5-minute period is up, the teams will switch sides and start immediately. There will be no time to talk to your coach and regroup.
Lyric Fryer, who's played a huge part in this game, with the throw-in, and will have the throw-in once again. The Camas fans making themselves known.
Camas power, I believe, is the chant.
30 seconds gone in the period. And Camas with their first offensive touches. And down the line, Fryer knocks it away. And well played
Fryer,
by
push it up the
Morgan
pitch now.
Zach. Here's Fryer to the middle. Not able to get
Great
to it.
touch by Thomas there.
Now for Camas, it was 21 Mason Minder taking it, but taking it away from her was Sarah Leland. Nice touch away for Camas, but Issaquah maintains possession.
Not for long.
Indeed not, as stealing it away, Sarah Tennyson. Off the throw-in from the far side. Ball played towards the middle. Once again, Tennyson to it. Right back. This is Annie Hoffman. Hoffman has it stolen away from her. Ball played at midfield, and here comes Camas. This is Sarah Tennyson. She knocks it forward and knocks it forward again. Trying to play around is Mason Minder, but can't get by Sarah Leland. Coming out off her line is Fry, and a collision with number 2, Michaela Norrish. And I think the Issaquah fan said that was intentional, and Norrish looked back, said, just couldn't stop my momentum there.
I believe she left her feet. Once you're in the air, there's no brakes.
Here come the Eagles. Number 9, Audrey Thomas, plays it over to the near side, and unable to keep control of it is Olivia Witherspoon. 2 minutes and 16 seconds in the first golden goal period. Off the Eagles once again. Camas with a throw-in, now with exactly 2 minutes to go. Throw-in by Rachel Gibson as a substitution for Camas.
Number 6, Courtney Lowen.
Lowen coming in. 1:43 to go. Hoffman in midfield. Ball played forward. Camas playing it out with a header, but an errant ball into touch. And with 1:28 clock rolling, throw in from Witherspoon. Witherspoon, Hoffman battling through. Hoffman plays it towards the center. Cleared out. Battle for the ball this time. Won by Issaquah, but it goes into touch. 1:07 to go in the first overtime period. If it goes in, you win. It's that simple. 53 seconds to go. Issaquah might have one opportunity. Witherspoon with a throw in.
So if it's in, you win. Are you saying this is sudden victory, like is in sudden death? Whereas in golden goal, you'll finish out the period?
Sudden victory is what it is, yes.
So ball goes in the net, game's over.
Correct.
Okay.
For Issaquah, Hoffman going after it. Now 19 seconds to go. Hoffman, will she shoot it? She does.
Goal!
It's in! It's in! It is in! Hoffman with the goal, and Issaquah will go to the final.
What a great strike. I'm telling you, world class, right in the side netting. You gotta love that.
And when the
just beautiful.
celebration ends, if I could get Brett Webb to just pan over to the scoreboard, you will see just how remarkable this is. Look how much time was remaining. 5.2 seconds. And Issaquah will take on Skyline. They've met each other before. They'll get to see each other again, this time for the championship. Camas will play for third place against Tahoma tomorrow morning. What an amazing, amazing game.
That was a fun game to watch.
Annie Hoffman with the game winner as Issaquah wins in extra time 2-1. Special thanks to Brett Webb and Dave Leeming, our production crew. For Bill Hansen, I'm John Horton. Here's hoping you're always with good sports and in good spirits. The final score, Issaquah 2, Camas 1. That's all for now from Spark Stadium in Puyallup. You've been watching the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington Schwab Tires 4A Girls Soccer Championships on the WIAA Network.